Hi everyone, my name is John Jardin and today I'm going to show you how to set up the bot framework emulator. So to do this, there is a minimum requirement dependency which is Node.js and npm, and if you reference the Node.js and MVM video as part of this Agility Dev Environment series on the YouTube channel, you will get a step-by-step instructions on how to set this whole environment up. So if you don't have Node.js installed as yet, pause the video over here. You can go and set up your Node.js environment, and like I said, I highly recommend the videos that I've already published as part of this channel. I will provide links to the description notes on YouTube as well as my blog post. So let's get started. Here I have High Sierra running in my as a virtual machine, sorry about that, and I've got Safari opened up to the following GitHub project called botbuilder-tools. So in order to get the bot framework emulator running, we do have to set up a few things first. Firstly, we have to download the Dotnet Sdk, and the reason why I've got this page open, botbuilder-tools, is just so that you can see that I am in fact referencing what they require over here. So Node.js should be running on your machine, and we're going to get the .NET Core SDK installed as well. And once we've done that, we are going to need to run this npm install so that all these modules are installed globally on our machine. So if we click on this link over here, it will take us to this page where we can now go and download the .NET Core SDK for the relevant operating system, in this case the Mac. I've already done this on my side, so if I click on this folder, you can see here's the .NET SDK, and I'm just going to double click on this to install. Right, and the installation is now complete. I can click on close, and do we want to move this to let's just keep it for now. So that's the .NET SDK installed. If you did have terminal open during this install, I highly recommend restarting terminal, otherwise you'll see some of the things might not take effect. So once we've got the .NET SDK installed, the next step is to install the botbuilder-tools, and this is now where we'll go to terminal, and inside terminal let's just get this copy this command over here. So this is npm install. All these node modules will be installed globally, so we just go and run this. I'm going to paste that inside here. This will take a little while to run, so I'm going to pause it here and wait for it to finish. Right, so the botbuilder-tools have been successfully installed on my side, and what we're going to do is let's just close terminal now. It's always a good idea just to restart terminal after sort of a massive install like that, although with node modules it shouldn't necessarily be required, so yeah, I don't know. Right, so the last thing that we want to do is download the emulator, and to do that we go to GitHub, and under Microsoft there is a project called Bot Framework Emulator, and you can reference it. You can reference the following URL in order to access the releases section, and we're going to be downloading version 4.1.0. so I'm just going to download this file over here, this DMG file. I have already downloaded it on my side, and you can see there it is. So I'm just going to double click on this, and I'm going to drag this icon to the applications folder. Right, let me close this, go to the applications folder. Let me just unmount this as well. And in the applications folder, we just search for Bot Framework Emulator and double click to launch it. Right, we have our Bot Framework Emulator running, and more importantly, we've properly installed it. We're not really in a situation where we can test this. That will happen in another video as part of this dev environment series, where we actually set up an echo bot for the bot framework, where we'll be using the emulator to test with. But for now, you can see that we've actually covered this part of the timeline where we downloaded the command line tools, and now we're at the position where we can actually start testing and developing bots. So that's it for this video. Do watch out for another video coming very soon, where we actually do a EchoBot test using the bot framework and referencing this emulator that we just installed. So this video along with that together confirms that our environment is ready for bot framework development. So until next time, cheers.